San Antonio, Texas.
With Clara.
We're with Clara.
Here.
The next tour is at 2:30.
A good time? We have time.
Did you read?
Not too many people here.
Did you read the song discovered in March 1960
by 4 students of St. Mary's University, San Antonio, named for the rock bridge that marked entrance, dedicated on August 5th, 1964 by Governor John Connolly.
Say hi, Clara.
Hi.
We're walking down into the tavern now.
We'll go back there and look.
Going down the hole.
Look how much.
I was like, what the heck is that?
Look at that big hole. How dark this is.
Must be all that fat.
Oh,
That's debris. That's what it is.
Hey, where are you going?
I'm from the National Bridge Tavern.
This is the river. What's the name of the river? This is San Antonio River here. Downtown. It goes right through downtown San Antonio. You can take one of those boats and see the tourists and so forth. Very nice walk. They have crafts and arts and so forth. We're in River Center. This is a place where they have a lot of shops at the end of the river we just showed you. Shops and eating places and all kinds of stuff like that. There's Brother Sheldon. Say hello, Brother Sheldon.
Hello.
Tell him what you're doing, Brother Sheldon.
What am I doing?
Yeah.
I am sitting listening to Garrison Keeler in San Antonio, Texas.
There you go. Say hello, ladies. Tell them where you are.
Hello, Joe. Where we are?
Tell them who you are.
Antonio. Joni Garber, Sheldon's wife.
How do you like that? Well, say hello, Clara.
Clara, come and stay for supper. We're
Okay.
going to have the best steak you ever ate.
You talked me into it. Is that Rocky? Is that Rocky? Hold still a little bit and I'll take your picture. There's Rocky.
Hi.
No, you don't. Say something. Who are you?
Who wants to know?
Who are you?
Sarah Garber.
Okay. Where you at? What city you in?
Hi, Sheldon. How are you?
Say something, Fern.
Arf.
Is that right? Fern's here.
Where you are?
Ah.
What did you do?
Pulled your famous trick.
One of many. This too, and we can I saved the tabs for Dory.
Give us a smile. Hello.
Thanks for dinner. Thanks for visiting. Thanks for company.
Today must be January 12th.
All day.
All day. Say something, Sheldon. You can talk in this thing. This is a talkie. This is, oh, a pachatic. Uncle Muttley used to call that a pachatic.
A what?
A pachatic.
Good.
A pachatic. And this is Justin. All ready for Halloween, aren't you, Justin?
Yeah. 8 months early.
How about that? Say something. There you go. Now you. The unveiling is kind of, I'm sure your other religions believe that we're not supposed to dwell on the death of a person, and life comes first. And we have an unveiling to end the mourning period. I put few little verses together that I thought would be very apropos at this place. For you that remember Harvey, you can go, you remember him. I would like to read this. I'll read the first one. You read the second one. I'll read the third one. At the rising of the sun, going down, we remember him. At the opening of the buds and in the rebirth of spring, we remember him. At the rustling of the leaves and in the beauty of autumn, we remember him.
At the beginning of the year and at its end, we remember him.
As long as we live, he too will live, for he is now part of us. We remember him.
When we are weary and need strength, we remember him.
When we are lost and sick at heart, we remember him. When we have decisions that are difficult to make, we remember him. As long as we live, he too will live, for he is now part of us as we remember him. I will go to the back page, or second to the back page, and I'll read, "The Lord is merciful and gracious, endless, patient, and full of love. For you know how we are made. You remember that we are dust. Our days are as grass. We blossom like a flower of the field. The wind blows and it is gone, and its place knows it no longer. But your love, Lord, rests forever on those who revere you, and your goodness on your children." Would you like to read the next one, Clara?
As I stand here, O companion of my heart, I ponder all the sacred bonds formed in God's presence, our love and companionship, the hardships, pleasures, the trials and triumphs, the joys and the sorrows we shared together. May the sweet memories of our life together remain so blessed, and strengthen all that is good and noble in me. Amen.
Let's all read the next sentence together. Though death has separated us, the memory of your life on earth remember ever. May God grant that I shall emulate all that is good, lovely, true, and righteous in your life. Remembering your example, may I always endeavor to live blamelessly and upright. Amen. We dedicate this memorial to you, Harvey Garber, Zachariah ben Michael, and Esther, as we bless your life in your name. The next reading is from the Psalm of David, number 23. Harvey asked me when he was alive to do something in Hebrew. Can you read it for him? And then afterward we'll read it all in English.
מזמור לדוד. אדוני רואי, לא אחסר. בנאות אשר ירביצני, על מי מנוחות ינחלני. נפשי יושבי, ינחנו במעגלי צדק למען שמו. גם כי אלך בגיא צל מוות, לא אירא רע, כי אתה עמדי. בשבתך ומשענתך, המה ינחמוני. תערוך לפני שולחן נגד צוררי. דשנת בשמן ראשי, כוסי רוויה, אך טוב וחסד, ירדפוני כל ימי חיי, ושבתי בבית אדוני לאורך ימים.
Let's read together. The Lord is my shepherd. I shall not want. He gives me repose in green meadows. He leads me beside still waters to revive my spirit. He guides me on the right path, for that is his nature. Though I walk in the valley of the shadow of death, I fear no harm, for you are with me. Your staff and your rod comfort me. You prepare a banquet for me in the presence of my foes. You anoint my head with oil. My cup overflows. Surely goodness and kindness shall be my portion all the days of my life. The next portion is the Mourner's Kaddish. If you look at the translation of the Jewish Mourner's Kaddish, it doesn't say anything about death. The Mourner's Kaddish talks about life. It talks about God. And this is the prayer for which we remember our dead for. And for those of us, we'll do it in Hebrew, and we'll do it over again afterwards. And Sheldon, you want to start?
Yishkadal v'yiskadash shemei Rabbah.
Yom Ha'Torah Yosei, Yom Ha'Maseh, Vayikol Yom
Vayikol Yisrael. Bagalom Zman Karim V'imru Amen. Yehei Shmei Rabbah Mevorach Leolam Umnei Omaya. Yisbarach V'yishtabach V'yisborah V'yisraman V'yisnaseh. Yisadar V'yisalel V'yisalal Shmei D'Kudusha B'richu. Ve'elo Mikol B'chata V'shirata. Tushkachata V'nechamata. Damru Yomah V'imru Amen. Yehei Shalom Rabbah Mitzamaya. V'chayim Le'enu Kol Yisrael V'imru Amen. Oseh Shalom B'roma. Uyaseh Shalom. Aleinu V'al Kol Yisrael V'imru Amen.
This prayer goes back to the destruction of the first temple. So it goes back. The Jews have repeated this prayer for many, many, many centuries. If you'd like to read it together with us on the other side. Magnified and sanctified is his great name in the world which he hath created according to his will. May he establish his kingdom during your life and during your days and during the life of all the house of Israel, even speedily and at near time. Say amen. Let us, his great name, be blessed forever and to all eternity. Blessed, praised, and glorified, exalted, extolled, and honored, adored, and lauded be the name of the Holy One. Blessed be he. Though he be high above all the blessings and hymns, praises, and songs, which are uttered in the world, and say, amen. May there be abundant peace from heaven, and life for us all Israel. And let us say, amen. You maketh peace in this high place. May he make peace for us, for all Israel and the world, and say, amen. We kind of need a little extra prayer this day for our people over in the Gulf and our country and so forth. Let's all read together the prayer of consolation. It has pleased thee, Almighty Father, to call many of our beloved ones home to thy eternal abode. They have gone hence, never again to beholden by mortal eyes. And nothing is left but the blessed remembrance of all their virtues, all their kind and loving deeds which they wrought on earth. Imbue us, O Heavenly Father, with the desire to live like you know, pleasing to thee, so that when the time comes for us to earthly guard, and to eternal life, we may be able to look back and place upon the world we leave,
and find perfect rest in the rest of thy glory. Thou who art the God of consolation, heal every wound, dry every tear, comfort all the mourners, and may they derive strength and support in the consciousness that all their suffering has been ordained by thee, so that with pious resignation to thy holy will, they may rise and call upon thee.
Harvey has left an imprint on, I know, my family, and I hope most of you. I think his life has been a blessing. He left this earth with a very good name, and I think we hope our best for Harvey. Amen.
Hard to think of a loss of something that has become so part of the ordinary everyday life back and forth. But it seems to me that in his death I have learned more about my brother than I knew while he was living. The friends and the relationships, the depth of his commitment to music and music as a key to the human soul is something that hadn't settled in until it was too late, until he was gone. The capacity to sense and feel adventure in the stroke of the baton and the sounding of a note is a great gift, a great gift. So few of us know or sense those great feelings or have them available to us. They were available to Harvey, and he made them ours as he talked with us and told us about the life of the Spirit that was uncommon to our daily tasks. This was a man of gentle soul who rose above his own physical ailments year after year and decade after decade, and kept giving himself to his music. That was the road to people. That was the road to take, to see a world beyond what we normally see and touch. His legacy lies in that spirit, and may it live among us. That has been passed on to Joe and me, Harvey, and Ann Lee, and which we will pass on without doing anything. We identify ourselves, for some reason unknown, as Levites, as those, that particular tribe that descended from the ancient times in the days of Israel in Egypt, where the priests were a caste and the Levites were a caste. And so at this moment, let me, in the sweep of that particular tradition, say a blessing to everyone and call upon you. May the good Lord look after you and keep you safe. May he turn his face on you, and may he keep us at peace.
See? This is Kelsey. Hi, Kelsey.
Kelsey's
wave at the picture.
Say hi.
Say hi.
There you go.
Say hi. And I'm Bruce. And there's Teresa.
Teresa.
Both 15.
Bruce and Teresa.
Who are you?
Bruce and Teresa are my children.
Oh, right. Who are you?
Debbie's my daughter-in-law.
Okay, I'll get her from the other side.
Okay, I'm Clara. I'm Granny Glenn.
Hi, Granny.
I'm Aunt Margaret Weinhammer.
Hi, Aunt Margaret.
Hello, Joe. I'm Jody Garber, Sheldon's wife.
I'm Sheldon Garber.
Okay.
I'm Fern Garber.
Who do you belong to?
Huh?
Who do you belong to?
I'm his niece.
Oh, okay. You notice?
I'm Harold Kusenberger from Stonewall.
I'm Joanne Kusenberger, Clara's sister.
I'm Angel Clark.
Niece Clara's granddaughter.
There you go.
Hello.
Who are you?
Justin.
Oh, you're Justin. Okay.
I'm Paul. Austin. UT.
Okay. Speak or forever hold your peace.
Cheryl Clark.
Okay. Smile, you're on candid camera.
This is my wife, Deborah,
Okay.
and she's the mother of Kelsey.
Okay. These two belong together.
I'm Bernice Weinheimer. I'm Roy's wife.
I'm Roy Weinheimer.
Roy.
Bernice's
How about that?
I'm Evelyn Woods. I'm Clara's sister.
They'll just give them an automatic withdrawal.
Randy wants you to introduce
Ronnie,
yourself.
you want
I'm Ronnie Woods. I'm Evelyn Woods' son.
Oh my, okay. Nice to know such young people.
I'm the cameraman's assistant.
Okay.
Sarah Garber, Harvey's niece.
How to get water by
Oh, really?
How about Joey's niece?
Joey's niece too.
How about Nancy's niece?
Nancy's niece too. Clara's niece too.
I'm nobody's niece, but I am Mike Nussbaum.
Okay.
Currently Birmingham, Alabama.
Okay. Sorry. Okay. You know, when I first started taking moving pictures, this is the Weiermeyer's ranch in Johnson, Texas. Actually, Stonewall, Texas. Clara's mother lives here and her brothers. A couple of her brothers. And across the street, I'm looking across the street now, is the LBJ Ranch. If we get a chance, we'll stop by and we'll take some closer pictures of the LBJ Ranch on the way back. There's a certificate on the door on the front of the house certifying the Weiermeyer Ranch as a Texas Century Ranch.
Turner Broadcasting System Incorporated. You can watch it while I'm ripping your ticket.
Turner Broadcasting System.
This is looking down the balcony, the CNN building. Big building. There's Nancy and Fern. Say hello.
But probably what they're doing right now is accessing the wires, the AP, the UPI, and the Reuters wires.
Where do those come in?
They come in through the basis computer, and you can see a bunch of them down at the assignment desk. And those are some of the different sources of information that we have here to bring you the news. They also have telephones so they can keep in constant contact with the red lights I showed you upstairs on the map. Those 27 news bureaus, as well as over 200 domestic affiliates. Once they decide to go with the story, they contact the satellites department, which is located from the center of the assignment desk to the next few rows coming back toward us. They are the ones who rent transponder time to get the footage or the pictures that you...
We are, it's beautiful Stone Mountain Park in the middle of the park, waiting to have our picnic lunch in the middle of winter. Here you can see the Confederate soldiers etched in the mountain. I forgot who they are. Zoom in on them. Slow zoom. In the summertime, they have laser light shows here.
This is the Big Stone Mountain. We take you on top, but the tram isn't running today. They're testing the trams. They're not working, they're not hauling people though. And they're going to cross each other now. There they go.
The final stop will be Memorial Depot. If you've got on the walk-up trail or wildlife trails and wish to continue your journey around the mountain, you must exit the train, purchase a ticket, and get in line to reboard the train.
We're on the Stony Mountain Railroad train.
We're at Stone Mountain. And
Did you get that?
we're feeding the ducks. Fern and guess who are feeding the ducks. Beautiful day here in Atlanta.
Key West, Marathon Key. We're going to see, stop off and see Johnny Dill. Got a lovely day. It's probably 10:30 in the morning and it's about 70 degrees, something like that, 69, 70 degrees. Going up to 85. Just beautiful. Banning too fast.
Say hi.
This is Johnny Dill.
Yeah.
Living from my first flight instructor.
That's right.
Well,
We go back 100 years.
yeah, seems that way, doesn't it?
Right off of Florida.
Oh yeah, I saw that as we came up. Did she work for what, all day?
Yeah, I'll call her up here.
No,
Oh, that's okay.
No, don't call her.
This is absolutely beautiful here.
We just came from
Atlanta and it was terrible.
Oh.
Cold. Are you think? Is it on? Doesn't look like it's on. You don't have to focus that in because that's just the eyesight.
Okay.
We're in Johnny Dill's backyard. Here's his boat. Here's his creek. Here's what he got to open and look up to today. Every day he gets up in the morning and looks at this.
Yeah.
Temperature's about 80 degrees.
Well, I can find out, I think. Right over here.
Coconut. Coconut tree? Coconut tree? Yeah.
It's just gorgeous here. And there's John. And there's Joe. And where's his
Canoe.
oranges? When we leave.
Just looking around the yard here, the beautiful flowers. Just absolutely lovely. This is still Johnny Dill's backyard, side yard. This is a lemon growing here. Looks more like a grapefruit.
Oh, she makes that pie, I bet you. Oh, these are lying. Oh, this is gorgeous.
Here's the Ugga Mugga going out to sea.
This is the pelican right outside of Johnny's house. They come and they look for food all the time.
Now this is Bill. This is for real. Okay, we're at the beach house in Allen Beach, Florida. We don't have any snow here. The best we can do is white sand.
It's gorgeous. It's beautiful. We're going to have lunch.
Take a look, John. There you go.
Look at the children out there.
I got him. Sailboat way out there if you can see it.
Too far.
Let me see if I can zoom in on that sailboat out there. Here comes the sailboat way out there. There's Mr. Pelican.
He decided to smooth.
He doesn't want to do any tricks for us.
Okay, that's the beach house, pier bar.
This is the cover on the menu.
Yep. Key Colony Beach, Florida.
Gotta come in. You have to take your shoes off, Joe.
Come on in.
I might get the camera wet. This is Johnny Dill's private beach.
Oh, yes. There's not really. There's some other ones that are further down.
It's got to be 85 degrees here.
Pictures?
Me?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Been known to happen.
Oh, let's see. Walk down a little bit.
Nancy's going in the water. Catch a fish, Nancy.
Oh, it's warm.
You talking about the pelicans?
No, I just want to know where we're going.
What?
I just wondered if we're going out in the ocean.
Uh-huh.
So we're going around the island.
Good morning. We're on the Sea Dragon. Johnny, Joe. Take a little
Going
spin
down the
around
channel.
island.
Going down the channel by Johnny's house out to the ocean.
I'm going to turn here because I can...
Kind of a funny looking house that we're passing by.
You know,
A local architect.
one thing we learned with our camera is sometimes the camera will focus on glass.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Moving along in John Dill's boat here. Moving right along. Ocean.
See where those pigs yesterday? Where the pig roof
Oh, yeah.
Whoop.
Yes. It's just gorgeous. We're still on Johnny's boat.
No, we ain't gonna last as long as we end up buying another one.
Say hi.
Hello. Same as
Say
hello.
hi.
Is that the same as hi? Hello.
Gorgeous today. It's about 75, 76. Just come off of the ocean now.
Big old peppers on the floor of the We're out on the ocean here watching some sailboats. I don't know if they're racing or not, but there's the diver. There's a diving boat. I don't know what he's doing. Probably. Do you use divers to
Going
get?
after crawfish or something.
Is that right? They don't. Do they use those to divers to pick up their traps and stuff?
No.
They just pull the rope up.
That's just for your own use.
I mean the buoys.
Allowed to take a certain number.
Yeah, we got all these guys out here. We're about 20 miles out, John.
Well, we're 5 miles out
We're
now.
5 miles out now. These people are all fishing out there.
Now they'll be fishing for yellowtail snapper. If you're going to get bigger fish, you go out about another 20 miles. What they call the humps. And that's where you get the big amberjack.
We're at the southernmost point of the United States, 90 miles to Cuba. Here's the marker coming up here. Key West, Florida. It's about 10 o'clock in the morning and it's already 80 degrees.
Somebody's taking a picture.
Right across the way here we got the Sam, the seashell man. These are seashells by the seashore. Nancy shopping for more seashells. She'd rather pick them up at the shore herself.
Here we are at Key West, and guess where Joe's going? Sound familiar? It was Hemingway's bar. And there he is. Aren't you going to go in? It's still a real jumping joint.
I don't know if this is for auto wreckers or just people here. This is the Wreckers Museum. This is Duval Street in Key West. We're going over to the next block.
Went over. Okay. Hi, we're at the Ernest Hemingway home, Key West. Still here. Beautiful day. 75 to 80 today.
Here's Rick's place. Rick, this is for you. We're thinking of you.
The Crown Monarch just came in. We were here to meet the boat.
Here's the shul in Key West. Congregation Ben Zion. B'nai Zion. There's even Jews in Key West. Just a beautiful shul. Say hello, Marv Goldenberg.
Hello there, Joe. Really, Betty and I had one other person here. And then we had another one, and another one, and we started building buildings. And, you know, when I first came down there, I compared myself to, did you ever see a beetle that sometimes flips over on its back? Probably going to die. They try.
Which one did you get in so far?
Mine.
White. So he's got the international and then the crate carrier.
Say hello, Betty.
Hello, Joey. If you ever decide to make the move, stop and they're going back to us, so the bees. Oh, he's on a camcorder. I thought it's time where he stopped to smile.
That's right, everybody. Truck Parts of Tampa. Marv Goldenberg and his wife Betty. Here's the synagogue we went to in Orlando. It's Saturday morning. Congregation Ohev Shalom. Here's a shot for Chuck Wentworth. There's some merchandise for you, Chuck. There's another one on the highway. I'll see if I can get that for you on the way back here. But we're thinking of you.
We're just entering Universal Studios. It's Sunday. Go ahead. Right-handed.
Say hello. This is Talkies, remember? There we go.
Thank you very much. Hurry up, what do you waiting for? You waiting there over there? A wife wants to go see things, do things, be alive.
Very good.
Being such a dead...
Thank you.
This is what we call a closed set. So you'll need this special pass to enter. After you exit the doors to your right, please give your first name to one of the stagehands, and he'll give you a pass. Ready.
Here's some of the scenery they use. A lot of facade here.
We almost caught this one deep sea fishing, but it got away.
There's your mother at Mindy's Saloon. Hi, Mother. Go on, walk toward him.
Dabba, 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 dabba. Oh.
Dabba, 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 dabba.
Dabba, dabba, dabba.
Okay. Other way. Okay. Thank you.
He's heading your way. He's got a power pole. Get out of there. Watch out, it's gonna go. Tram down here, I repeat. There is a tram in imminent danger.
Okay, no way there. Don't worry, we'll make it.
Delta Base, calling you to intercept the tram.
Wait a minute, you! I think you better just go back to wherever you came from, because these men aren't afraid of you! They're the ghost
Activate proton pumps, full screen! Brace me! That chick! This chick is toast! Nimble things, isn't she? I know!
And thank you, driver. And invite you to enjoy your Sunday with us at Universal Studios.
You're in Yogi Bear's joint.
Yeah, come here. Come here, it's taking a picture.
Okay.
Here's the ball, and here he's going to throw it to Woody.
And it's going to go off in 5 minutes. So basically,
Throw it back. Yeah, that was a good one.
Hello, this is Jimmy Stewart. Something a little bit unusual, like maybe a murder. He's doing some things that seem pretty suspicious. See if you can spot him. Did you spot the murderer? Because if you didn't, he just might have spotted you.
Stay. Sit. Lay down, stay. Roll. Stay. Stay. Back up. Back up. Sit. Sit up. Okay, good boy.
And that's the work away. Looking right at Robbie. Now, Robbie, being the brave young man that he is, doesn't want Lassie to get hurt. So Robbie stands up and he throws himself on that gator saving the day. You throw yourself on that gator saving the day. How about a hand for Princess?
This is looking down the street at night. This is New York, I think.
Thank you very much. Bye-bye.
today we're in MGM Studios.
Myself and the rest of our cast, please no flash photography. Taking care of all the business. When I have a question, is everybody ready? Ready when you are, CB. Begin with a little music. Here are some of Hollywood's best. A Busby birthday extravaganza from Footlight Parade.
Forever. Just ask Indoor Express. Available only from Star Tours. Non-stop flight speed every few minutes, so don't delay. Visit Indoor.
Dr. Lord, I have something urgent. He wants to work with my magic phone.
Are you all right? Jim! Is he okay? Jim!
Is recycled. Okay, it's recycled in.
All right. Right in the distance, it's over here, Captain. And you fire a torpedo straight through midships. Fire one. Good shot. Unfortunately, 20 hours. And he finds the 10 o'clock. You better duck, Captain, duck.
With an organ too. With an organ too. This is the 50+ group. They're pretty good too. Here we go. Let's see what he does. Oh, he
Forgot to tell you, when that engine runs,
Where's it going? Where's it going?
that's the B-26 coming in here at the Air Force Museum in Kissimmee, Florida. Come on, camera, focus.
Okay. One from yesteryear. Beauty.
Here's a rear view of the thing. Big old airplane. There's the SeaWorld blimp. I'll see if I can zoom in on that. They fly this around here for advertisement. Shamu the whale. Beautiful day here down in Kissimmee, Florida. This is an old Ryan PT-22 like Jake Janseen used to own. This is the one we rebuilt, had 2 coffee cans of PK screws holding the fabric on the wings. And when it flew, all you'd hear, when you're flying it, all you'd hear is the front cylinder going, one cylinder going off, and go pop, 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 pop. We used to call it Mickey Mouse's airplane because it had all the flying wires and kind of looked like a cigar.
Up and into the second room. Please use both doors. In that second room,
we're at the Kennedy Space Center.
You're on.
This is the Apollo mission. There's the moon lander. The first picture was the capsule that they went to the moon in. If you look off to the right, below those people's heads, that's the moon landing car that they used. We're at the Caller Transporter on the Kennedy Space Center. There's the crawler, if you can see it through the fence. It's big. There's the cab where they drive it from.
The load capacity is 12 million pounds. Speed is 1 mile per hour.
That's loaded. 2 miles an hour unloaded. It doesn't look very big from this angle, but that's probably the biggest building, covered building in the world. It's 50 stories high. That's where they assemble the spacecraft. Put them on the and they put them on the transporter and drag them over to the launch site. Here's a picture from a different view of that building. Pretty big.
Hi. We're at the 2 launching sites. A is where they've launched the Apollo.
No. It's where they launch the space shuttles from. That's the next space shuttle is going to be launched from this one. There's Launch B, which is almost the same thing. I'll show you in a second. From the biggest volume of space in the world there. Big building. And over here, the Space Shuttle Launcher B. There we go. They launch space shuttles in either one of those 2. Here's a close-up of the spaceman. You can see it through the reflection of the window. Here's the tail end of the Saturn rocket that went to the moon.
This one here?
That's what this is.
This is the rest of the Saturn rocket. It's a really big one.
Speed of over 6,000 miles per hour. What a workhorse and what a performer. Saturn V rockets had a 100% success record in sending American astronauts to explore the moon, our nearest neighbor in space. And now, on the next stage of this flight, we'll hear more about the Apollo Saturn V
Here's the front part of the Saturn where the astronauts live on their trip. There's the brake right there. Here's another shot of the assembly plant. Here's a satellite picture of Twin Cities. There's
Hey, this is what Minneapolis and all the places look like from the rockets.
Cedar Lake, right in the middle of the picture. Lake Calhoun below it, Lake of the Isles. There's our house there. See our house? Right to the left.
Stay up here for more than a year, exposing various materials to the vacuum of space.
Here's some shots of that. Take off support, Houston.
As we cross the Alps into Italy, Genoa is on the left, home of Christopher Columbus. It was here that Leonardo first said, "We can fly." And now we circle the Earth every 90 minutes at 17,000 miles an hour. Herbs will help us to know whether there will be more sandstorms in our future, or blizzards, or hurricanes, like Josephine, 500 miles in diameter and packing winds of 90 miles an hour.
I'm barely seeing like it. Not even half of it right here. There's the audience. Right. This goes to the U.S.
The communication satellite is deployed by Judy Resnick and photographed by Mike Millay, according to the same schedule as on Earth. Back in the early days of space, we sometimes heard complaints about the food, which was mostly squeezed out of toothpaste tubes, our home port. South Florida and the Keys. The deep blue of the Gulf Stream, the turquoise reefs of the Bahamas. The vast craters of the Galapagos Islands.